Welcome, everyone. We are live from LaSalle U, where the St. Joseph's Prep Hawks, fresh off of a 16-8 win over the Hill School on Saturday, try to extend their win streak to 4 games. And now they face the Roman Catholic Carolites in their second PCL matchup of the season. I am Sam Salamone here with Chris Colman. Chris, we're about to get started on the national anthem, so I guess we'll take a little bit of a break. No? All right. Chris, how are we doing today?
Sam, it is a beautiful day to be out here watching some baseball. 70 degrees, partly cloudy, but still a lot of sun. It's just a great day to be here on a nice Monday in late March.
Chris, like I said, the Prep just beat the Hill School 16-8 with a very, very good offensive performance. How do you think they'll carry that momentum over to this game versus Roman Catholic?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, coming off of a great week for the Prep, 3 wins in less than 7 days. So I think this is going to be a really good time for the Prep to keep up their win streak, and hopefully we'll see a lot of runs today.
Yeah, obviously this team can score runs, especially when they're up. Their pitching is the best. Today on the mound for the St. Joseph's Prep Hawks, we have Mirtu Rupertus. He is the first. Next year he will be the first Ethiopian-born college pitcher.
Pretty cool. I mean, you don't hear something like that every day, so it's a pretty cool thing to hear, and it's going to be exciting to see how he does at St. Bonaventures when he ends up there next year.
Go Bonnies. But on the mound for Roman Catholic, we have Jack Brown. We'll just get started in a few moments. And we'll be started in just a moment with Emilio Iannacone starting off for the St. Joseph Prep Hawks. Joseph, his brother, also a freshman, the great class of 2029.
Yeah, Sam, Iannacone this year batting 364 on 12 plate appearances. We're looking for a good hit here, and he's been producing a lot for this offense.
He's a great leadoff guy. You normally don't see catchers in the leadoff spot. He's been great on base guy all year. And the first pitch from Brown is in there for a strike.
Nice pitch there from Brown. Just looks like he caught the far top of the zone.
And the 0-1. Up, ball one. Now Emilio with a 1-1 count. Chris, what do you think he's planning on doing here?
Yeah, I think we'll see a swing here. I mean, he's taken both pitches, and he'll be looking for something to hit.
There you go, Chris. That one's hit deep to left field on the track, makes the correct catch.
Really good contact there from Iannacone, despite the flyout. Really, you could hear the barrel off the bat, and a nice play from the outfielder, but good contact from Iannacone.
Next we have Patrick Veza, lefty. Veza, a very, very fast outfielder, as the first pitch is high and outside for ball one. The second pitch to Veza. So right down the middle, strike two. excuse me, 1-1. So that was a ball outside. Now, Brown here just threw 2 pitches up and out of the zone. How do you feel? Like, what do you think is his plan?
Yeah, it kind of looks like he's been avoiding Veza. He hasn't really thrown him much to hit. We see there he swung, and that'll be the second strike. But I wouldn't be surprised if he goes outside again here, try to get the strikeout.
And the 2-2. It's lifted, foul down the left field line. Veza, like I said, can do damage with his legs. Really more of a contact type of guy. You know, he could obviously show his power. He could obviously hit one into the gap, but you know, we normally see singles out of Veza. That, like you said, Chris, high and outside, same pitch. 3-2 full counts. Didn't have many full counts in the Hill School game on Saturday. Obviously, the Prep won that one 16-8. And the full count pitch. Lifted, foul. What the soccer field looks like. Now, there's protective, very protective swing. That was kind of the inside part of the plate. Just laid on it, fouled it off. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
And that's what Brown was looking to do there. You could tell after that 3-2 pitch originally, so really executed what he wanted to have right there.
Now up the plate is Miami commit Chris Grosso. And we saw him strike out 12 in the Bonner Prendy game. Only has 1 hit on the year, and that was a blooper versus Holy Ghost Prep. Now, normally hits for high average. So that one is inside, ball 1. But normally guy hits for high average, but this season, just only 1 hit so far. And, you know, he was really upset after that last hit that he got. As that was opposite field. And that will get down for a base hit. Chris rounding first. And he's rounding second, heading for third. Ball dives at the wall. And he will say in a stand-up triple. Chris showing off that opposite field power. Just like he said, that was his 2nd hit of the year now.
Yeah, Sam, great contact there. That ball really hugged the foul line, and the right fielder for Roman nearly got to it, but just couldn't get there in the end, and he dove, overshot it, ball went over him and to the wall.
Yeah, I think maybe if he was shaded over to his right or to his left just a little bit, he may have made that catch. That is a first strike in to Will Ward. Ward stands in the box. The 0-1 is ball outside. 1-1, excuse me.
Just outside there, Sam. It really looked like it was right on the edge of the zone, but I guess the umpire was feeling nice today for Ward.
Brown, he's been pumping that outside, high and outside of these lefties. Fights one off. No, Will, he can take it deep. He is one of those guys where you do not want to make any mistakes.
Yeah, and he's having a really good offensive season, batting .308 on the year.
Ripped up the middle, a base hit. Grosso will score. Ward rounding first will stay. That is a quality AB for Will Ward with 2 strikes. Ripped one right up the middle to score Chris Grosso. Prep leads 1-0.
Yeah, Sam, that was just what you wanted to see. Right up the middle, both middle infielders were shifted pretty far away from the second base bag, and that was just perfect for Ward to go right through and get Grosso in for the run.
Brown looking over to first. The pitch is swung over the head of the third baseman, as that'll be a single in for Jack Keenan.
Really good contact there again for Jack Keenan. Saw what he wanted on the first pitch and took advantage of it.
1 out in the inning. 2 back-to-back singles. Let's see what Johnny Siller can do here. Obviously missed 2 games versus Bonner Prendy and versus Holy Ghost Prep. came back for the Hill School game. Had a pretty good showing in that one, defensively and offensively. See what he can do here with 2 guys on. And Brown steps off.
Yeah, Sam Sittler, he's batting really well this year with a 500 average and 3 runs scored as well. So it's been a good year for him when he's been playing, and wouldn't be surprised to see him do some damage right here.
Yeah, the Prep kind of leaving a hole at shortstop. I mean, Will Lesovitz, he was doing great over there. He had 2 RBI singles in those 2 games. So that is a strike inside. So it kind of creep back front door. Just spun right back into the strike zone.
Yeah, Sam, that was a really good pitch. You saw it. I thought it was going to be well outside, and it came right back in right as it crossed the plate.
The pitch. Rip bouncer to third. Fielded over to first. Dug out. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Third out of the inning, excuse me. And we'll go to the bottom of the first.
Yeah, really good inning there for the Prep. Obviously, you get your run, and even on the outs, we saw good contact from our guys. Obviously, Iannacone, really good contact to lead off, and then even there, I thought that was well hit and just a nice play from the third baseman.
Now stepping on the mound, like I said before, Miritu Rupertus, the big righty, committed to St. Bonaventure. Go Bonnies. Pitched. His only game he's pitched, he pitched in versus Bonner Prunty at Camden, at Rutgers Field. It's a home game for the Prep. Their only home game this season. Miritu, a very, very solid fastball. Okay, creep up on you. Chris, what are you planning on seeing from Miritu this game?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, that fastball is deadly from Miritu, and just overall, his whole pitching arsenal has been really good, and I think we're going to see some really good stuff from him here. And like you said, he hasn't pitched a ton this year, but this will be really his first time to get some good innings in and show us what he's got.
Miritu, he's obviously good to play at the Division I level in the A10, same division as LaSalle. Here we're at LaSalle University's campus. He's probably going to be playing here next year when the Bonnies take on the Explorers.
Yeah, totally. That'll be a fun one to see. Hopefully we'll be able to come up here and maybe see him pitch.
Now Miritu steps in the first pitch. A strike, top of the zone.
Yeah, really nice pitch there. Blew right by Lewis Sells for Roman, who's having a decent offensive year, batting .400.
He's got the second highest average on the team. Starting shortstop. Now this is everything Roman needs is a solid shortstop. I mean, a solid player at a cornerstone position of the field.
Yeah, totally. And as a leadoff guy as well, you just want to see him get on base and hopefully start a rally for the boys.
So strike 2 in there for Miritu. Miritu trying to finish him off. The pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Lewis Brown goes down looking. First K for Miritu Ruperts of the game.
Really great pitch there from Miritu. We saw Iannacone line up a little farther outside than you would have expected, and he hit him perfectly in the bottom of the zone.
Now the first pitch is way outside to Jack Brown. Roman, starting pitcher, batting second today. Now Mirror 2, the second pitch. Is swung on, bouncing ball over to Sittler at shortstop. Sittler fires over to first. Can't be dug out by Ward. That'll be an error for Johnny Sittler.
Yeah, really nice play still from Sittler on the backhand to keep that in the infield and nearly got the out there. I mean, ball in the dirt to Ward, and he just couldn't pick it out, but really nice play overall still.
Now Mirror 2 looks over to first. Agrees with Iannico on the pitch. It's fouled up back behind us. Into the box for Roman is Alex Cockrell. He's having a pretty solid year at the plate. And it's very much of a contact type hitter. Even though he's batting in the 3-hole. Someone is fouled off again. That is 2 strikes.
Yeah, Sam, Cockrell having another good year, just like Sells. He's batting .400, and like you said, he's making good contact. He scored 2 runs, has 2 RBIs as well as a triple. So we'll look out for him as a speed threat.
He's got the only triple on the team, Chris.
Yeah, we don't see many triples in the game anymore. Sam.
Oh, we just saw Chris Grosso get one.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So that pitch is up high from Rupertus.
Grosso, I think, with the first triple for the Prep this year.
The pitch. Fouled off again. Stays alive is Cockrell. 1-2 count. Chris, what are you looking for Mirror 2 to do here?
Yeah, I think that low outside fastball from Mirror 2 that he got Sells with is what he might be looking for here, as Iannico also lines up a little bit outside.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Mirror 2's got his second strikeout of the inning. There's 2 away. Now for Brendan Saccone. Up to the dish. Saccone batting in the 4-hole. Their best hitter, batting .429. Still that runner on first. Mirror 2 trying to get out of the inning. Maybe another strikeout. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Came low and in. Kind of spun into his ankles. Those are really tough ones to hit. Especially if you're a big power hitter like Saccone. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like it was a strike in there, but kind of a half swing from Saccone.
Really good stuff here from Mirror 2. He's been getting to these 0-2 and 1-2 counts really quickly without using too many pitches as well as throwing too many balls.
Now, Rupertus trying to finish him off. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He struck out 3 in the inning. We will go to the top of the second. Prep up 1-0 over Roman Catholic. We'll take a break on WSJP. Don't go anywhere. We are back here on WSJP. Danny Matthews in the box now for the Prep. Brown, a pretty solid first inning, gave up 1 run to Will Ward's single up the middle. Says first pitch is inside, ball 1.
Yeah, Danny Matthews, Sam, batting 500 on the year. He's clearly an offensive threat. I mean, this entire lineup has really, you can't, like, pitchers are not safe against these guys.
Yeah, there was a lot of question in the offseason about whether this Prep team can hit. Obviously, their pitching is maybe the best in the Catholic League, but there were a lot of questions about their hitting, and they've showed up since that the first game at Haverford. Second pitch is fouled. Back.
Yeah, Sam, like you said, definitely some questions to ask after that Haverford game where they were shut out and a lot of the hits were it was kind of a game of small ball, just lots of singles and scrappy hits, but since then it's really they've turned it up, scored 16 runs against the Hill School over the weekend.
Ball outside. It'll be a 2-2 count. 2-2 count, excuse me. Matthews looking to just get on base here with 2 strikes. In his 2-strike position, the pitch. High and inside. Ball 3. Full count. Second full count of the game. Brown, he's getting up there and pitches. Chris, how do you think, how long do you think will go in this game?
Yeah, I mean, at this point he obviously wants, like shorter at bats, fly balls, ground balls.
It's a walk.
A walk is not what you want to see for him, obviously, but I don't think he'll be able to go that far just because of that pitch count. Like you mentioned, the Prep is getting into deeper counts with, you got 3-2, 2-2. You don't want to see that for Brown, so he's going to want quicker outs, double play balls, fly balls, ground balls.
Yeah, like you said, especially not 3-2 walk. Throw back. Not in time. We've seen a lot of throwbacks. Pickoffs this year. The first baseman calls time. Don't know what happened over there. Glasses got broken? All right. Alex Arespe in the box now. Excuse me. First pitch is high and in. Ball 1. Now Arespe, one of those utility guys for the Prep, was not the starting second baseman at Haverford, but he's been a quality hitter all year, quality defender. Made a great play versus Holy Ghost Prep. That was overturned due to umpire interference as he goes from first and not even close. That would be a stolen base for Danny Matthews.
Yeah, like you were saying, Arespe really kind of like a glue guy. He can do a lot for the Prep. He also is available as a reliever, so really he can do anything. He, like you said, second base. He wasn't starting there at the start of the season, but now here we see him starting at second base against Roman Catholic.
On JV last season, and glue guy. I love that term, Chris. I love that term. He hits this one deep into the gap. Moving over, makes the catch. Matthews tags but goes Mac. Just teasing the shortstop right there.
Yeah, Sam, Matthews thought about it, and I thought he was going to go, but the left fielder did a great job to bring back his balance and throw that in quickly. It looked like McGovern was off balance and kind of falling to the side, and he wouldn't be able to get it back in, but he did a good job to get it in the cells.
Now up George Van Deen. Was the starting pitcher versus Holy Ghost Prep. Did very well in that game that the Prep took. The first pitch is up high. Van Deen stepping out of his box, looking for the signs from coach. Runner on second, leading off, huge lead. Brown looks him back. Now the pitch. Van Deen shows bunts, and that is a beauty. And Brown will just have to hold it. A perfectly executed bunt by George Van Deen. First and third with 1 out. Iannicone up to the plate. Chris, what is Brown looking to do here?
Yeah, Sam. I mean, Brown's really going to need this double play ball now, but that bunt was just really nice. You know, you don't see a lot of bunts until you get to the higher levels, until you get to low A and high A, and then into the majors. So just a great bunt there.
Because nobody likes doing it. I'll tell you the answer right there. Is a throwback, and he is out at first base. Great pickoff move by Brown. Now there's 2 outs. Runner on third. Iannacone now up with 2 outs. Brown, the pitch. Right there for a strike. Iannacone does not like it. Obviously, I said before in earlier broadcasts that, catchers really know the zone well. When there's a very close call, they do not like it. That pitch is fouled back. Iannacone now an 0-2 count. Batter calls time in the box. Iannacone taking his breath. 0-2. No cushion. Pitchers count. Brown. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. As comes out of the glove of the catcher. Throw down to first. He is safe at first. Run scores on the strikeout. I don't understand. The umpire called out, safe, out, safe. I guess that'll be the end of the inning for St. Joe's Prep. Mir to Rapertus coming out for the bottom of the second. Bit of a discussion now at home plate.
Really confusing play there, Sam. I thought Iannacone made it for sure, and I think so did everybody else
And the
here
umpire.
around us, including the umpire. So a little confused on what really just happened.
Yeah, safe out, safe. It's not the call we would like to see, but no, it is a great piece of hitting. Almost a run for the Prep.
Yeah, Sam, and you were saying during the inning, what can Brown do to, turn this inning around? It looked like the Prep was going to score some runs. I thought we might put up multiple runs, and he really turned it around well there. I mean, the pickoff attempt, obviously, nobody saw that coming, and he really just pulled that out of nowhere. A great pickoff attempt right into the hands of Salamone, and then, like you said, the drop strike 3 into the throw at first. It was a little bit of a confusing play, but it worked out for him, and he got out of that inning scoreless, and I think he's done a good job, for what he's done and against a really tough Prep lineup.
Now to plate is Julian Daniels, the catcher for Roman Catholic. Rapertus struck out 3 last inning. Oh, maybe he can try and match Chris Grasso's 12 Ks versus Bonner Prendy.
Yeah, Sam, I mean, that low outside fastball that he's been throwing has just been deadly. Hitters haven't been able to get to it.
Right back to it as a strike in there. Chris, if you're picking up on it, maybe these hitters should be too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Roman might need me out there to take some ABs.
That one is popped up over to first. Ward under, makes the grab. Not 4 strikeouts not 4 strikeouts in a row for Rupertus. We all at WSJP wanted it, but, not everybody can do that.
Still some really efficient pitching, though. That's a a two pitch at bat, and that's what you want to see for a pitcher who's looking to go deep into this game.
Now to the dish, Matt McGovern of the KLites. First pitch is a fastball low and away, strike one.
Yeah, Rupertus is just blowing it by these guys. I mean, a great pitch again, low and outside. That fastball he's been using it a lot, and it's been working.
Second pitch, fouled backwards. Rupertus got him in an 0-2 count now. Rupertus, the 0-2. Called strike three on the inside corner. That'll be his fourth of the day.
Great pitch there. I think that McGovern was looking for that low outside fastball, but Rupertus went inside fastball and a great pitch to finish that at bat.
Now Nick Magatz up for the KLites. Next pitch is inside, ball one. It kind of looked like the one he threw just 2 at-bats earlier to Daniels. That was up and in. That was called a strike.
Yeah, Sam, it looked really good to me, but clearly I saw something different than the umpire.
No, Curtis's fastball's got a lot of movement. I could see it standing over here behind home plate. First time behind home plate calling a game is another one in there. Strike two. Now I'd have to assume he's going low and away fastball. Iannacone sets the pitch. Low and outside fastball. I jumped. That was bad. I jumped high in the air for that one.
He wanted it, Sam, and he almost got it just a little low, but we'll see. He might go back to it here. 2-2 in the count.
I don't know why I thought that was coming to me. There's a fence and a padding. Anyway. The 2-2. Fouled back into the woods behind us. Magatz trying to survive this AB. Rupertus was up 2-0. Now it's a 2-2 count. Ground ball. Keenan cuts it off from Sittler, and it's dug out, and it's not dug out by Will Ward. And that'll extend the inning. Another error for the Prep.
Yeah, tough play there for the Prep. I mean, Ward just couldn't get onto the end of it, but Magatz also really ran that one out and didn't give up on it. I thought it would be an easy out for the Prep.
No, I thought Sittler was going to go get the one. Keenan cut him off, though. Rupertus, there's a fastball up and outside, ball one. I mean, that's the second one we've seen. Ward can't quite dig out. That's swing and a miss. The next pitch, swing and a miss, up high.
Sam, he's really just blowing fastballs right by these guys. I mean, great pitch high, and then he goes low. He can't be stopped.
I would have to assume what this next pitch would be. Strike three called right down the middle. Meritu Rupertus has 5 on the day. The end of the second inning, going to the top of the first. We will be right back on WSJP. Do not go anywhere. Now, top of the third inning, Patrick Veza steps in again. Second AB of the day. Umpire shooing the prep back into the dugout. Oh, he did. First pitch is late swing outside. Fouled back for strike one.
Yeah, Sam, that one came right back at us. I mean, I definitely flinched. I can't say I didn't.
And next pitch is outside. Way outside. Brown having a pretty solid start. Only 1-0 for the prep. Well, there's another one, same spot outside. 2-1.
You know, Sam, we saw this in the first at bat to Veza as well. He kind of pitched around him, and he did eventually get Veza on the strikeout, I believe. But either way, he's really pitching around him, and again, 2 balls outside. We've seen.
This one's right down the middle, popped up, third base side. And it drops on the infield. Veza going to second, the throw in. Out at second base. Trying to extend the infield single, into an infield double. Salas, a wonderful job throwing that in. Lost his hat in the process. Now, stepping up is Chris Grasso. Had the triple in the first inning. Scored the only run for the prep so far. Now, first pitch. It's ripped opposite field on the ground. Booted at second base. Throw over to first. Not in time. Chris Grasso is safe at first base.
Sam, we've seen some questionable fielding on both sides today, and again, that'll be an error charged to Zakrowski.
Now Ward into the box now for St. Joseph's Prep. Ward had the RBI single in the first inning. Drove in Chris Grasso. Maybe he can get one in the gap. Chris will score on that. That one is ripped right back to us. We all jumped on that one. That was right there, right in front of our camera. Grasso already stolen 2 bags on the air. Now the pitch to Ward is a strike on the outside corner.
Really nice pitch there, Sam, from Brown. Just caught the outside corner, and I think Ward didn't think that was going to come back in, and he did a good job to bring it back in, and good framework from the catcher as well.
Now the 0-2. Brown outside, ball 1. I was saying he was shaking off a lot of pitches there. Really couldn't make up his mind. Usually when you see more than 2 shake-offs, that's going to be ball.
Yeah, Sam, and I thought he might step off even and call time, but
Throw back to first. Safe. Tag was a bit inside for Salamone. I think if he swiped down, he would have 100% gotten Grasso. But kind of just try to go on the body instead of the arm. Now the 1-2 to Ward. Ball down low in the dirt underneath the catcher.
yeah, Sam, like you said, I thought Brown would get the second pickoff attempt successful as well. Salamone just couldn't field it in time, but another good attempt, and the prep really keeping Roman on their heels.
I mean, we saw that at Holy Ghost Prep that the first baseman was not swiping down. There was a lot of pickoff attempts in that game where if the first baseman swiped down, like really swiped down, that would have been an out. Ward is down 0-2. Pickoff attempt to first, and the ball is dropped by Salamone. Grasso is safe at first base.
Sam, Grasso's really keeping Salamone and Brown on their feet. That's the second pickoff attempt of this at bat, and another one that was really close. Salamone nearly got to Ward or to Grasso before he got back to the bag.
Ward worked down from 0-2 as that's a ball down low. Grasso goes. Nobody covering second base. He'll be in there on a pass ball.
Really heads up baseball there from Chris Grasso to see that pitch go low and see Daniel have trouble and take advantage of it.
Like I said, Ward down 0-2, now up 3-0 in the count. Ward looking for a free pass to first base. Jack Keenan on deck. 1 out in the inning as he calls time.
Sam, we see the Roman outfielders pretty deep. If we can get a ground ball that goes into the outfield, I wouldn't be surprised to see Grasso come home.
Yes, Salas almost on second base. Now moves back as that is ball 4. Grasso holds up at second. Ball in the dirt. Will Ward, what an at-bat. Down 0-2, comes back all the way and works a walk. 2 guys on now for the Prep.
Great plate discipline there from Ward. Obviously, like you said, he was down 0-2 in the count and came all the way back and ended up with the walk.
Now Keenan up to the dish. 1 for 1 on the day is Keenan. Brown agrees with the call. Looks back Grasso at second. The pitch. Right at the top of the zone, strike 1.
Really nice pitch there from Brown. Obviously, Keenan wouldn't be surprised if we saw him take on the first pitch as he did, but still a nice pitch there from Brown. Get it in at the top of the zone.
Second pitch to Keenan is up high. Just trying to make that, come right back down on him. Didn't quite. Not quite the arm angle for that, though. One ball and 1 strike. Pitch. Outside, ball 2. Throw back to second. Not in time. Great job by Salas getting over there.
Yeah, Sam, and before the eventual pitch, we saw Zakruski come back and act like he was going to go in for the pickoff attempt, which he didn't, and I wasn't surprised to see Sales cover the bag there.
Keenan fouls this one back. So now it's 2-2 count. 2-2 count, 2 guys on, 1 out. Brown likes the call. Looking a second. The pitch. Foul. Excuse me, not foul. Hit up the middle and caught by the center fielder. Excuse me, folks. Thought that was foul. I thought it was coming to me. But great piece of hitting by Keenan. Try to get that one. That was a great piece of hitting. I was right back up the middle in the air.
Great work from Cockrell as well to come in, and I think he held. Grasso was unsure if he was going to make it to the ball, and if Sales had gotten back to the bag, they might have been able to get Grasso for the double play.
Now Brown with 2 outs in the inning. The pitch hit left field. Got to run in, makes the grab, and that'll do it. That'll end the inning. Stranding 2 runners is St. Joe's Prep. Roman Catholic coming up next in the bottom of the 3rd. Chris, what are you seeing from this Prep offense so far?
Yeah, Sam, I mean, they're making really good contact. I don't think we've seen really any at-bat where a Prep hitter hasn't made contact with the ball, and good contact at that. I mean, that pitch that hit there, I thought it would drop. Nice play from Colville to come in on right field and make the catch. But like I said, they're making good contact, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more runs to come.
Great point there, Chris. As, one thing I would like to see is the Roman coaches over there got their team in a huddle, really just talking to him, say that, hey, we are in this game. We are in this game. Do not let these guys, let all these, shiny offers and all the skill scare you, because Roman is right into this game. Only a one-run deficit.
Yeah, Sam, I mean, coming into this, I think we, the prep players, maybe even the Roman players too, thought this wouldn't be a close game. This could end up being a blowout, but they've held on. Brown's pitched really well, I think, and he's done a good job staying in at bats, and he's gotten some fly balls and some ground balls where a little unlucky for the prep, but it's worked out for Roman. They're, like you said, they are still very much in this game, but Meritu Rupertus just throwing an absolute gem right now. We'll see if he even lets them get a chance.
Absolutely, Chris. Throw down, Iannicone. And the first hitter, Colville, will be up for Roman Catholic. Top of the order up next. 9-hole hitter is Colville. Purtis. Ready to go. The pitch. Strike in the top of the zone.
Colville batting .250 on the year. He'll look to hopefully start a rally for Roman at the bottom of the lineup in that 9-hole.
Roman, all they really need is to get guys on base. Stranded one guy on base 2 times already. Meritu just been fantastic on the mound, dealing with that runner on first. The next pitch is a ball down low.
Yeah, and like you said, Rupertus really, he's not letting it get to him with guys on base. You know, he had his team made 2 errors, but he's not letting it get in his head, and he's really looked like he's pitched the same no matter what the circumstances around him have been.
That one is ball down low. 3-1 now. Let's see if Meritu Rupertus can work this count back to maybe a strikeout, ground ball, anything. Colville will probably be swinging here. That's a bouncer over to second base. Arespe has it, and it draws Ward off the bag.
Sam, the fielding struggles continue. A tough play there from Arespe. Came in and started off well and just throw a little too high for Ward to bring down and get the tag or land on the base.
Prep had 2 errors in the game versus the Hill School. Both came in the first inning. Pickoff attempt to first is unsuccessful. Leadoff hitter, Salas, shows bunt. Strike in there. Iannico threatening for a snapback throw to first.
Yeah, Sam, and as you said, all Roman really needs is one hit. We see Sales try to lay down a bunt. If they can advance that runner to second, all it'll take is a single to run him in probably.
The dirt, great block by Iannicone. Iannicone, one of the best blocking catchers, maybe the best blocking catcher in the PCL. Not many other guys can do what he does. Next pitch is up high. Ball 2.
Yeah, just missed the top of the zone there for Rupertus, but 2-1. He'll look to get back in the count with maybe that low fastball, as we've been saying all game.
That one's a ball inside 3-1. Second 3-1 count in a row. Would have to believe Salas is swinging here. Meritu wants to get one on the ground. And the pitch from Rupertus is right down the middle, strike 2, excuse me. meant to say Anticone looking over at one. 3-2, full count. No outs in the inning, runner on first. Purtis set, and a runner goes. Throw to second, and he is out. Colville just, maybe thought Purtis was throwing. I'm honestly at a loss for words of why you would go when the pitch is not thrown.
Yeah, I think Colville obviously trying to run on 3-2. Weren't surprised to see that, but I think he just jumped a little too early, and great work from Rupertus to step off.
Fouled back towards us. That'll hit the benches over there. Where we were set up before, actually. Till it was my bright idea to move behind home plate with a lot more protection. 3-2. Ball up high. Another base runner for Roman.
Yeah, great plate discipline there from Sales. Really just a good job staying that count, and obviously we saw a lot go on during that at-bat, the pickoff attempt, obviously. So good work from him to stay in it, and Rupertus just missed by maybe an inch or so.
Brown now steps in. Strike right down the middle from Rupertus. Brown, as I've said, the starting pitcher for the Kaolites. Purtis. Quick pitch. Low and inside. Not quite a quick pitch, but quick motion.
Yeah, and pretty far inside. Brown had to move out the way quickly, or he would have taken it to the left knee.
Swing and a miss. As Salas goes to second base in what I think might be a balk.
Yeah, it looks like they got Rupertus for the balk. A little confused. Everyone's looking a little confused around like what just happened, but
I didn't quite see a balk. But you know what? It's 1-1. That is a strike outside. Strike two.
really good pitch there from Rupertus. Just caught the edge of the zone.
Purtis ahead in the count now, 1-2. Runner on second is Salas. Brown in the box. The pitch to Brown is ripped opposite field. And it's caught by George Van Deen. Veza, excuse me. Both corner outfielders. What a play from Veza. Oh my goodness.
We saw nearly same type of hit there from Chris Grasso in the first inning, and obviously Colville was not able to get to it, but Veza just showing he's got it all in right field.
Excuse me there, I said Van Deen. Both corner outfielders. Kind of hard to tell with the blonde hair. All of them having blonde hair. Purtis the pitch. Swing and a miss for the first strike. Purtis. Pitch. Strike in there. Fastball low and away. You love that pitch, Chris.
I do indeed, and he's gone back to it, and it's been working all game, Sam, so wouldn't be surprised. He's gotten multiple strikeouts on that pitch.
Cockrell now down 0-2. Purtis is ready. The pitch. Fouled back into the woods. Purtis already got Cockrell swinging his first time up. The 0-2 again. Ground ball over to third base. Fires the first in time. That'll do it. And that'll end the inning. Runner stranded on second for Roman. And we will go to the top of the fourth inning We will take a break here on WSJP. Do not go anywhere. We are back here on WSJP. Danny Matthews up now. The lefty, Matthews, takes the first pitch strike.
Jack Brown going back to that fastball, and it's been working all game, and another nice pitch there.
Round the pitch, down low in the dirt. Brown has really, handled the pressure well. Stranded guys, a lot of guys on base for the Prep already. We normally don't see that from young pitchers at the high school level. Usually when the bases get loaded, two guys are on runners in scoring position, they start to get a little bit antsy and start throwing stuff over the plate that is not needed.
Yeah, Sam, I mean, every inning he has stranded base runners, but he hasn't lost his composure, and he's pitched really well.
So that's another ball outside. 3-1 now. Matthews, I would have to assume that he's swinging now. Nobody on base, no outs. Brown ready. The pitch. Ripped. Celis air mails it over the first baseman. And that will be an error for Roman Catholic. I'm not sure if that's an error or a hit because Matthews was pretty close.
Yeah, Sam, I mean, it was well hit, but I thought Sells played it well. He set his feet, fielded it well, and just overthrew him by a mile.
Played it so well, I couldn't even see him past his umpire. Pickoff attempt to first is no good. Now Alex Arespi in the box now for the Prep. Ooh, tries to bunt. Throw down to second. He is safe. The ball is knocked out. Arespi looked bunt. Almost hit him in the face right there.
Great work from Matthews to advance there. I mean, I don't think that Daniels, the catcher for Roman, saw that coming and he took it a little late, and Sells just couldn't field it in time to get Matthews.
That is a ball down low. Runner in scoring position for Alex Orespi. Brown, the pitch. It's hit left field, right field, excuse me, back at the track, makes the grab. Matthews tags and will advance to third. Now, runner on third with 1 out for George Van Deen. I would also like to apologize to Patty Veza for that incredible diving play that I messed up the name. Said George Van Deen. But maybe George Van Deen can rip one into the gap here and make up for it. Make up for my mistake. Van Deen waits the pitch, and that was the first one on the outside corner. It is a strike.
I don't know, Sam. That one looked pretty far outside, almost into the left-handed batter box.
From our point of view, maybe it was a strike crossed over the plate. Snuck back out. Van Deen swings and misses over the breaking ball.
Yeah, Sam, I mean, we have a really good view here from right behind the plate, and I thought that one missed.
Now the 0-2. Ball upstairs. Roman infield playing in, not letting anything on the ground.
Yeah, Sam, with the runner on third, really anything in play is a shot at scoring a run, so smart to be in.
And that is ripped over the head of Celis into the gap. Van Deen will go to second base, rounding seconds. He's heading 3. Van Deen, the relay in, is substanding at second. An RBI triple for George Van Deen. Made up for my mistake.
Sam, that's our second prep triple on the night, and really great hitting there, right in the gap between center and left, and McGovern just couldn't get there in time to cut it off, and Van Deen was able to round the bases really quickly.
Now the third plate appearance for Emilio Iannicone. The pitch is swung on and missed. Bit of a half swing there. Iannicone, the leadoff hitter for the prep. Third time up to the plate. Brown, pitch inside, 1-1.
Iannicone, as we've said, really good contact hitter, and again, anything in play here with a runner on third. Even though Roman dropped their infield back, anything is a scoring opportunity here.
The pitch is outside to the backstop. Van Deen comes home, and he is out. From our viewpoint, maybe Van Deen swam out of that one, but he'll be out. The second out of the inning, for St. Joseph's Prep.
Sam, I thought it was a little risky to go there with this backstop. That ball bounces right back quickly, but I did think he got in safe.
Now the pitch to Iannicone is down low, ball 2. But I mean, I feel like he may have been in there, because same issue at first base. The tag was towards the stomach. Maybe if Van Deen had his arms extended a little bit more, that would have been safe. Iannicone rips this one, and it'll drop into the gap. Iannicone going to second, looking third, takes a big lead around second, and will just stay at 2. McGovern out there in left field trying to make a sliding play, trying to top Patty Vezas, as Patty Vezas is up to the plate now.
Yeah, Sam, I mean, again, another almost just like George Van Deen's hit to the gap between left center, but McGovern did a better job getting to it, and he just overshot it a little bit, it looked like. Slid a little early and missed that one. Great hit for Iannicone to get on base.
Complimentary runner for Emilio Iannicone. It will be John Weaver, as Veza rips this one deep to right field. And that's going to hit off the top of the wall. Veza rounding second. He's going 3. And the third triple of the day for St. Joseph's Prep. I thought that one might have left. The Prep take a 3-0 lead. Second RBI triple of the inning.
Sam, that was a shot. If that wall was any shorter, and in most high school baseball fields, that is a home run. I mean, that was a shot.
That wall says 320 over there. If that was 319, that's gone. That is gone. Mound visit now for the Kalites. We will take a very short break. Back here on WSJP, Chris Grasso up to the plate again. Veza fresh off the RBI. Triple as Grasso swings and misses through the breaking ball.
Sam, during the break, Roman had a mound visit. They elected to stay with Brown, and I think that's a good decision. He's still done a really good job here today. He's had some bad luck on a little bit of fielding, but overall I think he's pitched really well and really kept his team in it.
Yeah, normally in the fourth inning, this is where guys hold that moment. Grasso rips this one into center, and that will do it. But as I was saying, 4 innings is really where these high school pitchers start to get a bit tired, and you may have seen it from Brown. Gave up 2 runs. Hopefully Miritu Ruberts does not, go down the same route.
Yeah, and we did see, like you said, at the end of the inning, Prep making contact on nearly every pitch coming in from Brown. But overall, really nice showing from him, and I wouldn't be surprised to see if he gets pulled after completing 4 innings.
Third time through the order. No, it is tough. I want to talk about how nasty that fastball has been today. A lot of movement.
Yeah, Sam, I mean, like you said, movement, but just speed, pure speed. It's coming in really hard and really fast. It's blowing right by a lot of these batters, and it's what's been so successful for him to have 5 strikeouts on the day.
What we need to invest in WSJP is a radar gun so we can read these. Throw down for my Anacone. Now Saccone up to the plate.
Saccone's seen a lot of action at first base today, multiple pickoff attempts from Brown, and overall he's fielded them pretty well. He's also seen that high throw from Sells earlier.
Saccone already struck out once today. Purtis, first pitch is inside, ball 1. That may have looked like a creep back onto the plate, but it's the umpire's decision at the end of the day.
Sam, I think that Saccone was so far inside that the umpire decided to call it as a ball, but I really did think it caught the top of the zone.
Yeah, it felt like the majority of his body was over the plate there. Maybe could have hit him. The next pitch is low in the dirt, 2-0. Now the pitch is in the dirt, ball 3. Ball's retrieved by Colcoon. Thank you, Colcoon, for driving us here today. Shout out to CRVZ. As the 3-0 is down low, ball 4. Saccone gets a free pass to start the inning.
two tough calls there, I think, for Rupertus. That last one, I thought the fastball low did catch the zone, and as well as that ball that umpire called inside, I thought that was also possibly a strike call.
Now Daniels up to the dish. Curtis not even looking at first. There's a ball outside trapped by Iannacone.
Yeah, Sam, I don't think they're too worried about the stolen base right here, as Daniels, who had that really nice play on the passed ball last inning to get the out at home.
Next pitch is in there, strike one. Curtis, the 1-1. It's ripped right back to him, and he dropped it. Now he's going to throw it over to second. They'll get one. Over to first, they will hold it.
Great work there from Meritu Rupertus. Get back up on his feet and get the out at second.
Curtis could have made an easy double play right there on a line drive. Complimentary runner on for Daniels. Now Rupertus, the first pitch is down low to McGovern. Curtis down 1-0 in the count already. The pitch is in there for a strike. Looks like it just hit the top corner of the zone.
Yeah, again, Sam, looks like the zone's a little bigger on that outside side. On that outside for against right-handed batters.
A swing and a miss. Fastball at the top of the zone. That was nasty. High cheese from Rupertus. Rupertus back in front in the count. 1-2. The pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-2. Runner on first, 1 out. Rupertus trying to draw a double play here. Ball down low. Throwback to first. Not in time.
Sam, it looked like Ward was just a little too far ahead of the bag when he caught the ball, where his back tag would have had to have gone really far behind him, but Iannacone nearly got him there.
Yeah. Like you said, if Ward was still in the same spot, that probably would have been out. And the next pitch is fouled back. Full count. Govern in the box. Like I said, Rupertus trying to get a double play ball here. And the full count is ripped into the gap. That'll be down for a base hit. And it'll be cut off by Sittler. Great job by Patty Vezza to just cut that off and save extra bases right there. Now it is runners on the corners with 1 away.
Yeah, and just a really nice hit there from McGovern to catch the gap between right field and center, but a good, like you said, a good play from Vezza, bring it back in the infield quickly and get it to Sittler.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch, up and in. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Foul tip.
McGat's one of the only batters that Rupertus hasn't struck out today, Sam.
Well, he's looking to do it right now. Rupertus up 0-2 in the count. Up high and in. Ball 1. He gets fighting. Maybe get up in the count. That is a foul tip into the dirt.
Nearly got him, Sam. Iannacone just couldn't hold on to it.
Gets staying alive. 1-2, 1 out. Runners on the corners. Bottom 4. The pitch. Runner goes from first. That is ball down low. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Roman Catholic. Base hit will score 1. Infield in. Batter calls time. Two and 1 out. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Great pitch there from Rupertus to catch him on the outside, and Magatz goes down swinging.
6th K of the day for Miritu Rupertus. Our producer Ryan Solving hoping for one more. That'll be what? About Rupertus. Now the first pitch in there is up high. Ball 1.
Zakruski here, another batter who has struck out today to Rupertus.
Strike. Down low on the outside corner. Low and outside fastball.
Really nice pitch there from Rupertus. Just bring that fastball across the zone and to the outside.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Zakruski already struck out 2 Rupertus today. Rupertus trying to finish him off another time. The 1-2. Ball upstairs. 2-2.
Just missed it there, Sam. I mean, that umpire's been giving him that outside pitch for most of the game, both ways for Brown and Rupertus, but just misses there.
2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Miritu Rupertus gets out of the inning and gives up 0 runs. What an outing. 7 Ks from Rupertus. And we will take a break here on WSJP. Do not go anywhere. We are back here on WSJP. Will Ward up now for the Prep here in the top of the 5th inning. Ward already has a hit today. RBI as well. Drove in Chris Grasso from third base in the 1st inning. Brown. Pitch. Ball upstairs.
You know, Sam, I'm a little surprised that they went back to Brown. I thought after last inning his pitch count was getting high and the Prep was making really good contact on him, but they elect to go back to him.
This one's fouled back. No, Chris, maybe they just wanted to go third through all the order, excuse me. And then maybe they'll take him out. The next pitch to Ward. So that one is ripped. Deep right field. Going back. It is gone. Will Ward with the first home run of the year for St. Joseph's Prep. Will Ward absolutely crushed one.
Sam, that was a moonshot. I mean, that cleared the wall, and we were playing on a deeper field here at LaSalle.
What a hit. Oh, my goodness. Kind of look. Patty Veza almost got one of them. Now Jack Keenan up next, trying to replicate that swing as that ball is up high. You know, Chris, these young pitchers, especially at the high school level, whenever they give up a home run or even a little bit of runs, their minds start going all over the place. So that one is a strike on the inside corner.
Yeah, Sam, and the pitch that he got the hit off, we saw him, you know, he liked that pitch. That was fastball right down the middle, and that's not what Brown wants to be throwing at him, and I think it does attribute to a little bit of that fatigue.
That was another one right down the middle of Keenan. Keenan frustrated out of the box, knew he missed one. The 1-2. Ball outside. Two. Jack Keenan. Up and in. 3-2 count.
We've seen pitchers today, Sam, really go for that up and in, that fastball up and in, and it's really scaring batters off.
Yeah, I mean, I would too. These Prep guys are really close to home plate. The 3-2 is outside. Free pass for Jack Keenan. I would also like to mention that Will Ward had a home run against Roman last season when the Prep took down the Kaolites. That's a little bit of fun trivia for you.
Sammy's really proven to be a Roman killer. You know, they're not safe. Pitchers are not safe against Will Ward.
Will Ward, the Gwendolyn Mercy. Excuse me. Commit. No, obviously his college coaches will love that one. Throw back to first. Not on target. Johnny Sittler in the box now. With a runner on first, no one away. Keenan runs. The throw to second, not in time. That one's going in the outfield, but Keenan will hold up. Almost.
Sam, it looked like a little bit of a miscommunication between Zakruski and Sells at second. Both of them kind of went for that ball. In the end, Zakruski went for it, and by the time it was coming in, he just wasn't ready for it and passes right by him.
Great job by Cockrell, though, to back that one up and hold the runner at second. So that pitch is down low to Johnny Sittler. Mound visit now for Roman. Daniels goes out to talk to Brown. Sittler, as I've mentioned, missed 2 games. Played 2 games. He's been a quality player, quality senior, one of many seniors on this prep team. Sittler calls time.
A bit of a standoff here, Sam. We had the mound visit into Sittler calling time.
Maybe they know something we don't.
Maybe.
Brown looks back. Keenan at second. Throw home. Is ripped deep down the left field line. And that will be down for a base hit. Sittler going into second. Jack Keenan scores. Johnny Sittler with an RBI double here in the 5th inning.
Sam, he ripped that to left field. He got great contact off the barrel and bounces off the wall. And another shot from the prep that really pretty close to being a home run. Obviously, that was more of a line drive, but that's another hit that's hit the wall here at LaSalle.
Brown, mound visit now, and looks like his day will be done. We'll take a break here on WSJP. Do not go anywhere. We are back here on WSJP. Danny Matthews in the box now. Runner in scoring position for the prep. Still no outs in the inning. Brown taken out of the game. Put at second base. The first pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, Brown moves to second as Zakruski comes off, and I thought Brown pitched pretty well. He ended up in that 5th inning. Maybe he shouldn't have stayed in, but overall, still a very good showing for him against one of the best lineups in the PCL.
Yeah, I think that home run from Ward really shook him up. This next pitch is ripped on the ground. Corralled by Salamone at first base. Sittler moves over to third. Now Alex Orespi up to the dish.
Good chance here for Orespi with runner on third and only one out to get in an RBI.
Orespi settling in now. The pitch. Ripped foul. Orespi got all of that one, but just foul. You know, he's got to be mad. He straightens that out. That's one down the line. That may be gone. Off the pole, maybe. Another pitch in there is a strike 2.
Really nice pitch there. I thought Orespi might swing at that one. It looked like it ended up coming right down the middle.
Breaking ball kind of buckled him a little bit. Pitcher steps off. Sittler waits at third. The pitch to Orespi is bounced on the ground to third. Great scoop, and that'll be, what a play. What a play by Magatz at third base. A great pick with the infield in, and a great scoop by Salamone.
Like you said, that was really nice. That was pretty much the only ground ball that wouldn't have resulted in a run for the Prep.
Now the pitch to Van Dien is hit on the ground. Right back to Magetz. Throw over to first, and that will end the inning. No runs after the pitching change. You know, that pitching change may have done a lot for the Roman Catholic KLites. And now the Prep looks like they have somebody warming up in the bullpen. Matthews, it looks, warming up. Miritu still in the game. You know, Chris, how much longer do you think Miritu will be in this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it really comes down to how efficient he gets these outs and how he plays these batters. If we see some quick outs, ground balls, double plays, fly balls, that can really change it. But, you know, the one thing that comes with these strikeouts is long at bats, right? We've seen 3-2 counts, go to walks, go to strikeouts. So, you know, when he gets these strikeouts, he's on 7 strikeouts on today, I think. And that's really good, obviously, but you build up this high pitch count, and it's hard to say how much longer he'll go. I think the way he gets these outs will really, really determine how, if he ends this inning, if he goes into next inning, we'll see what happens.
Colville up to the dish. Next, has not struck out. One of 3 guys to have not striking out to Miritu Rupertus today. Then up next is Celis, and then the DH pitcher, Brown, also has not struck out to Rupertus.
Yeah, and Roman will look to maybe start a rally coming in with the 9-hole batter, and then obviously moving it forward to the top of the lineup. But really no part of this lineup for Roman has found success against Rupertus. Rupertus has just been on fire tonight. You really can't ask for any more from your starting pitcher, coming off of not many innings pitched last year, and obviously only 1 inning pitched so far this year, and just an outstanding performance so far tonight.
He has been fantastic, as you said, all night. It's really, really good sign to see if you're a college coach looking for next season. Curtis, one of these fantastic pitchers, starting pitchers on this St. Joe's Prep staff. As now Colville will step into the box for the Kalites. Kalites dugout trying to get loud, trying to get into Rupertus' head.
Colville here, who reached on an error earlier.
As that first one is inside. Ball one. That would be a strike on the outside corner. Your favorite pitch, Chris. Fastball low and away.
Yeah, Sam. I mean, that is just an unhittable pitch, especially in these righty-righty matchups. He's coming across the plate with that pitch, and it's just landing perfectly in the outside corner.
Is that one a bouncing ball over to first? Ward flips it over to Rupertus, and he will make the out. 3 pitches for Rupertus and 1 out.
And that's just what you want to see, Sam. These quick outs, like I was saying earlier, and that's gonna allow him to take on another batter probably with these quick at bats.
Now Celis digging in for Rupertus. Ball outside, fastball low and away. Now I do want to mention the team batting average for Roman Catholic. They have a 0.07 average versus Rupertus this game. That is incredible.
Yeah, Sam. And when you look at the averages these guys were putting up coming into this game, like Celis here, batting 400 on the year, comes in, he still hasn't reached yet. He reached on a walk, but these batters, they just haven't been able to find success.
Popped up foul territory, Ward under it, makes the grab, 2 away. Like you said before the inning, that Rupertus really needs quick outs to get through this inning, and maybe the way it's looking like it, he can maybe go another one if he gets Brown here.
Yeah, totally. I mean, quick at bat, 2 in a row, really quick at bats, and he's just done a really good job managing at bats against these Roman hitters.
Right down the middle, strike 1. Rupertus feeling himself on the mound. The 0-1. Strike, low and in on the inside corner of the plate. 0-2, quickly to Brown. Rupertus. The 0-2. Outside, ball 1. Ianico wanted it. The fans here wanted it. Obviously, Rupertus wanted it. The 1-2. Ball upstairs. Chris, it kind of seems like, Brown was down 0-2 before he even knew it.
Yeah, I mean, just coming in so quick, 2 really fast fastballs coming in.
Ball down low. 3-2, full count.
And really good discipline here from Brown. Like you said, he started down in the count 0-2, and he's back up to 3-2. So he'll probably see here if he can get another pitch he likes to take.
Foul to Rupertus, out go, low and away. Next pitch. Popped up foul. Back behind us into the woods. The pitch. Up and in, ball 4. Brown down 0-2 quickly. Works a walk.
Sam, I thought that one looked a lot closer than we all made it out to be. It looked like it dropped right as it crossed the plate, but just unlucky to miss the top of the zone there.
Now in is Cockrell, the center fielder. Up high is the next pitch. Now, Chris, I've noticed Cockrell's number 47, not really what you see out of center fielders, or really any position in baseball.
Yeah, pretty obscure number, and we've seen multiple guys with rather different numbers here. Salamone wearing 44 as well.
Maybe thought that foul ball was coming right to us, but went way into the woods. The 1-1. Inside, ball 2. 2 outs, 2 balls, and a strike. Runner on first. Cockrell awaits the pitch from Rupertus. Popped up foul. Don't hit me. And it is fouled backwards. Hit the parking stop back there, though. That's real close.
Didn't miss us by much, Sam. I thought we might be seeing Ryan Sullivan save us from a foul ball.
I was going to hop under the table. The 2-2 count. Rupertus set. The pitch. Ripped foul. Great job by Cole Kuhn. Cole Kuhn. What a play on the bouncing ball.
The camera's not on him. He should have, yeah. It's alright.
The pitch. Cold strike 3 on the outside corner. Rupertus with 8. Now in the game. That'll end the inning. Going to the top of the 6th inning. The Hawks up 5-0. We'll be right back. We are back here on WSJP. Emilio Anicone up now. 4th time in the order. 4th plate appearance today. This prep team has put up 5 runs on the KLites. First pitch of the inning to Anicone is in there for a strike.
As you mentioned earlier, Roman's team average is pretty low, but the prep, on the other hand, out here batting .450, you can't ask for much more from your offense.
After Anicone gets on here, hopefully we'll be over 500. And that is a pitch down low to 1-1. Excuse me, 1-1. Strike 2 in there.
Really nice pitch there. Broke really well and dropped back into the zone.
Anicone now. In his 2-strike position. He awaits the pitch. Time called by Anicone. Top of the 6th inning. Chris, this is a pretty quick game compared to the Hill School game.
Yeah, I mean, you see less runs, and
That one's hard hit through the legs of Salas. Iannacone going 2. It'll slow down at the wall. He is going 3. Iannacone. He's going home. Just Emilio Iannacone. The throw home.
He's safe.
He is in there. An inside the park home run for an Emilio Iannacone. Inside the park home run for the catcher. Ground ball died at the wall. Excuse me, I said Joseph in the middle of that too.
you know, Sam, it looked like a routine ground out to Sells, and then it was well hit, went right through his legs, didn't get the glove down. McGovern couldn't get to it until it hit the wall. Iannacone ignored the stop sign at third base. No, he went right through and got in safely. Throw a little off target, but great base running from Iannacone.
Now, Patty Vezza already has a triple on the day. Way outside, hits the backstop. Comes right back to the umpire. But that is the second home run of the day for the Prep.
Second of the day, second of the season. It's been a great day for Prep offense.
Now the pitch to Vezza. Called strike on the outside corner. Vezza now awaiting the 1-1. Pitch is inside, ball 2. Great job by Vezza to get it out of the way of that one. Stick his legs out to avoid it. The next pitch is up, ball 3, 3-1.
Really good plate discipline from Vezza. That one looked like we've seen it drop earlier, but that one didn't, and just great work to not bite at that ball.
3-1 hitters count for Vezza. The pitch is swung on, ripped over the head of Salas. Vezza rounding first, heading for second. Vezza going 3, trying to get a second triple of the day. The throw in. Not in time. He is in there. Patty Vezza, his second triple of the day.
Sam, it feels like there's a magnet on the wall in left center. We've seen many balls go deep out there, and that'll be his second triple, Vezza's second triple on the day, which you don't hear that much, do you?
Never. Almost never. Now stands in the box, Chris Grosso. Already has a hit today. Has a triple himself. Pitch in, and it's called strike on the inside corner. Looked like it creeped back in there. Buckled Grosso just a little bit.
Nearly hit his left elbow. I thought he'd be advancing to first on the hit by pitch.
The 0-1 is swung on and missed in the dirt. 0-2 count now for Grosso. No outs in the inning. Runner on third. And the pitch to Grosso. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Drop third, strike. Throw goes to first, runner comes home. The throw, not in time, home. Patty Vezza scores on the strikeout from Grosso.
And that's just great base running from Patty Vezza. He knew immediately as that throw was released, he had that larger secondary lead and then immediately advanced home. Great work from him.
Now Daniels goes out to talk to the pitcher. Everybody in. We're going to take a break here on WSJP. We are back here on WSJP. Like a bit of an umpire discussion. Now Will Ward, who homered in his last AB. That one is way outside, ball one.
And that's the second one where he's looked like he's lost his grip and just gone way outside.
You don't want to throw anything over the plate to Ward. Already showed off his power. Pitch. Down low. Looked like Ward wanted to call time. Umpire did not want it. 2-0. 2 out. 2-0, 1 out. Nobody on. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Big swing from Ward there.
Yeah, he looked like he wanted his second home run on the night there.
I mean, who wouldn't? Pitch. High. 3-1 now to Will Ward. Will Ward, you would have to imagine he would be swinging for the fences. Pitch. Outside, ball 4. Will Ward is awarded the free base.
Again, great plate discipline there from Will Ward, the Gwynedd Mercy commit.
That was Ward's second walk of the day. Ward gotten on base every time he's been up to the plate today. Down low, ball 1 to Jack Keenan. Next pitch is fouled back. Be a 1-1 to Jack Keenan. Look over to first. No throw.
You know,
Ward
Sam,
not going anywhere.
These runners on first base and second have really caused Roman pitchers trouble, been a big distraction for them.
Pitch is low outside. Throw back to first. Looks like Salamone was not ready for that. Neither was Ward. So it skips in the dirt. Salamone blocks it from going anywhere. 2-1. The count now to Jack Keenan. Keenan awaits the pitch. Up high, ball 3. Prep looking to get another base runner off a walk this inning. Ball 4. Jack Keenan. 2 walks in a row for the Prep. Johnny Sittler steps in now. Sittler had a double his last time up.
Keenan with an on-base percentage over 500. You don't see that much.
It's incredible. Huge leadoff second for Ward. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Johnny Sittler looked like he wanted to drive that one into the gap. Trying to get a second RBI double of the day. Pitch to Sittler. Is bouncing ball foul down the third base line. Kind of looks like Sittler was on top and earlier that one.
He'll be happy that one went foul, though. Good opportunity would have been a good opportunity for Roman to get the double play there with a ball landing right at third base.
Yeah, would have been a really easy throw for Magetz to make it across the diamond over to first to Saccone. Maybe get the double play. Now the 0-2 to Sittler. Ball down low.
Good eye. It looks like it broke just a little too early and crossed the plate way low.
Sittler now. Pitch. Ripped. Down the third base line. Foul again.
Another one. He just looks a little bit early, pulling it a lot down the third base line.
Sittler. Great player. Keystone position for the Prep. Wonderful, talented team that Coach Bobby Muth has assembled. Pitch is up high. 2-2.
Sittler, as you said, really an important part of this lineup, and he's committed to play baseball next year at Frostburg in Maryland, so his career won't be over after this season.
I have a feeling he's going to do great in college. Next pitch is low. 3-2. Sittler really working this count down 0-2 early. Now he's up 3-2. A full count. 2 runners on. 1 out. The pitch to Sittler. Ball down low. Ball 4. Third walk in a row for the Prep. Pitching coach comes out to talk to the pitcher.
And that's really been one of the main problems for Roman all day. It's been these long counts, whether it be a walk or no matter really how the at-bat ends up. These pitchers have been going far. We saw it with Brown earlier in the game. They've been throwing a lot of pitches, and it really gets to you quickly, especially at this level.
Yeah, now base runners racking up for him now. And, Danny Matthews possibly do some damage. Break this game wide open for the Prep. First pitch to Matthews is in for a strike. Third baseman in for Roman Catholic. Now the 0-1 is fouled back to the catcher. Matthews down 0-2 early.
Like you said, third baseman is in, but the rest of the infield is relatively deep. They'll definitely be looking for a double play ball here to get out of this jam.
1-2. Ball way outside. Excuse me, now it is 1-2.
Great work from Daniels to get that ball, keep that ball in his glove. I don't think that Keenan would have gone home on that, but it would have been a close race at the plate.
Ward at third, Keenan at second, Sittler at first. The pitch to Matthews. Said he went. Strike 3 called. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Now steps in is Alex Arespi with the bases loaded.
Really tough call there for Matthews. He didn't like it. I don't think he thought he went. And from our view, it looked pretty close.
Now Arespi. Dealt the first pitch, and he rips that one down the line. Foul. Keenan meets up with Ward at third. He was great acceleration by him.
Like you said earlier, Arespi's done a great job getting on these pitches. He's just a little too early, pulling it down for foul balls. That one as well, if he straightens that out, that's going to be in the gap for a hit.
That one is ripped into center field. Back, and that'll get down for a base hit. One run is in. Here comes Keenan. Sittler another. Arespe is waved home. The throw. Out at home. Trying to get the grand slam inside the park. But it is a 3 RBI triple for Alex Arespe. Prep up 10-0 now going into the bottom of the 6th.
Another triple here for the Prep. That is their 5th on the day, and that is just not something you hear in baseball.
Now it looks waiting the call. Now it looks the freshman Charlie Meekins is on the mound for St. Joseph's Prep. Pitched and got a strikeout in the last inning of the Saturday's game versus the Hill School. Charlie Meekins, a fellow freshman, part of this great class of 2029.
Great to see Meekins get an opportunity here for the Prep. Obviously, you do not see a lot of freshmen get playing time in the PCL, and as we look over, James Fratt really dancing out in the dugout, and all the vibes are high, and everybody's happy here besides the Roman players.
Everybody's loving it. All the coaches, all of them dancing in the dugout, looking like they're having a great time. Looks like a change over in the field. Mason Holmes over at third base. In for Jack Keenan. Looks like Kyle Allman in center. In for George Van Deen. Throw down from Iannicone. Now we will await Saccone of Roman Catholic. It's the first time Meekins will be throwing to Iannicone. Through to David Locker versus the Hill School. Now the first pitch to Saccone is swung on and missed. That was nasty.
Great pitch there from Meekins. A really nice breaking ball that broke at the perfect time, just where you want to see.
The next pitch is a strike right down the middle. Fastball. Meekins has a very good breaking ball, can also beat you with that fastball. And that is way inside. It looks like it hit Saccone, and he will move up to first.
Yeah, it looks like it clipped him on the top of the helmet. It was pretty tight call, but not the worst first at bat for Meekins.
No, got ahead early. That breaking ball. If it breaks maybe a millisecond earlier, Saccone would still be at the dish, as that one is up high, ball one.
And like we said earlier, these Roman batters have really been like right on top of the plate, so a little tough to throw your inside pitches when they're so far in on the plate.
The pitch, swing and a miss. Foul tip by Daniels. One and one count. Meekins is ready. The pitch. Fouled back into the woods behind us. Quick 1-2 from Meekins. Meekins look over to first. The pitch. High ball 2. Maybe it looked like it could have caught the top of the zone there.
And Sam, that's that breaking ball that you were talking about. Just missed by maybe half an inch.
The 2-2. Cold strike 3 on the outside corner. Charlie Meekins, his second strikeout of his varsity career.
Great work there from Meekins, and that's that outside corner that all these pitchers on both sides have really used very much this game, especially Meritu Rupertus, who left the game. He's in line for the win, and really just a great start from him.
Now McGovern up to the plate. Buckled at the knees from that breaking fall from Meekins, strike 1. The 0-1. Ball outside. That'll get by Ianico, and Saccone will advance to second. Now first bit of pressure that Meekins has felt. Did not allow a base runner versus the Hill School. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fell to his knees.
Great pitch from Meekins, and that's the one that got Daniels in the previous at-bat, and it's working again here.
Meekins folded McGovern on that one. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Second strikeout of the inning.
Great pitch again from Meekins. He went with that inside pitch that we haven't seen since he hit Saccone, and that was just a really nice play.
And that breaking ball is nasty. Now Magette's in now. Pitcher calls time. Meekins check second. Pitch. Down low, ball 1. Pitch. Outside, strike 1.
Strike zone looks a lot bigger on that outside for right-handed batters, but it's worked out well for Meekins here.
Pitch. Fouled back. 1-2. Now to Magette's. Meekins trying to finish him off. Get his third strikeout of the inning. The batter awaits. Meekins checks back. The pitch. Called strike 3. He struck out 3. And that will do it for the inning. Charlie Meekins. Incredible. And that will be the end of the game. Charlie Meekins closes it out for the Prep. Charlie Meekins, incredible. Future for the Prep is bright. Prep takes down Roman 10-0 in 6 innings. Thank you. Here from LaSalle University, myself, Sam Salamone, color man, Chris Colman, producer Ryan Sullivan, and our wonderful cameraman, Ryan Connaughton. Shout out to CRVZ, Cole Kuhn. The Prep moves to 4-1 on the year, 2-0 in the PCL. Thank you. Thank you. Good night, and go Prep.